What's going on, everybody? So today I want to talk about integrating your shadow and how a lot of us steer clear of it. Uh, One of the big things in the spiritual community is everybody's trying to chase love and light, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, our shadow is essentially just the spots of ourselves, of our wholeness, we haven't shined light on yet and integrated within ourselves. And so there's absolutely nothing to fear within the shadow. If anything, the shadow is just, again, aspects of us throughout our childhood and going into our adulthood that were repressed by others and said, hey, don't act that way, don't do this, don't do that. And due to conforming to our parents and our loved ones and our friends, society and whatever it may be, we chose to listen. But oftentimes, and you'll hear this a ton, some of all your superpowers are sitting inside your shadow, whether it be creativity or whatever else that could possibly come from it. One of the ways that I look at the shadow is take it from a parent's point of view, where imagine having a kid that is pissed off and you never listen to anything they have to say. They want to be able to voice something. They want to be able to express something to you. And in this example, the parent just doesn't want to listen. And that's how people treat their shadow. And they do it typically not out of the fact that they don't necessarily want to listen. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of those old aspects that were repressed. And whether it's being a boisterous young individual and people said, hey, don't act like that. Conform, sit standing up, sit with your back straight, stand up straight, do this, don't do that. But the embodiment of your soul wants to express itself. It wants to be so many different things, so many expressions, so many different versions of what you truly are. And at any given point, no matter what room we're in or who we're around, you're constantly running yourself through a series of masks and filters as to not be judged by others. And this is really unfortunate. One thing I always tell everybody is don't care what anybody thinks, because first off, you're faking who you're being, trying to impress people you probably don't want to be around anyway, which is all the reasons in the world that you should just be being yourself, so that the people who are going to love you exactly for who you are around you, and they love you for being you. And that's who you want to find. The people who don't like you, that's a gift. That's a gift that they've given you. So there's no reason to do this. So further diving into your shadow, expressing who and what those stifled positions of you are, is such an important thing that you can do. Journaling for shadow work is great. There's so many techniques on the internet. You can follow them all. They're all of value. It's really, anything in spirituality is about finding what works for you. It's picking and choosing and putting it in practice. So some of the things that I like to do is, if I ever go into a situation through awareness, if I notice that I'm acting different than I would want to act with myself or some of my closest friends, I immediately go in and ask myself, why am I choosing to act differently? Why am I being different? Because I'm intentionally repressing myself because I think that is a good idea, that's valuable to me in that scenario. But the reality is I'm working from a position of believing that I won't be accepted. And so these are great moments for your intuition to come up and express to you, hey, you're doing it for this reasons. And if you have deep intent to find these things, whether you believe in a God or the universe, source, all that is, whatever your stuff is, your aha moments that come to you, that's what those are. Your intent to figure out an idea, you will figure it out. And it will come to you, whether by any of the means I just described. And so asking yourself and journaling and through questions asking yourself and being self-reflective, using meditation, which I find to be such a powerful and important tool, not just for reflection, but for health and emotional health. I mean, so much health. These are all very valuable tools. So again, I want to reiterate, don't keep treating your shadow like a kid that needs to express something. Listen to what it has to say. There's tremendous value in that. And then once you integrate these and quit trying to stifle yourself in these things, you're going to see so much of yourself bloom. You're going to see so much of yourself come to life. And you're going to realize there was nothing to fear in your shadow anyway. And that you were literally only doing it because you were trying to conform to everyone else and have a bunch of people who you probably don't care to like you. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you found this information valuable. I love talking about these topics. Like and subscribe if you like my content. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.